Your credit has a hold on you, whether you want to accept the facts or not. Your credit is the reason why most of you are broke, busted, and disgusted. And you can't save anything. You're living hand to mouth because majority of what you're taking in is going back out in bills with huge interest rate. You Bad credit will keep you broke, busted, and disgusted. What do I mean by that? I know because I was there. Guys, I had bad credit and it was the worst period of my life. Let me explain. I was getting denied for everything. I was getting denied for a car, a home, a cell phone, an apartment. Couldn't even get an apartment. I had to rent a room in my friend's house. Got denied for a car. I had to get a co-signer, and after getting a co-signer, I had to put a huge down payment down. Not to mention the liability that comes with asking someone to be a co-signer. Do not ask anybody to be a co-signer because the the liability that you're bringing to them is just crazy. Because if you default, the co-signer is left on the hook. Guys, if you're listening to this, do not co-sign for anyone. Send them over to my YouTube channel, DorrainDelavante.com. Let them go fix their credit. Let them go to my website, www.DorrainDelavante.com. Go to my YouTube channel, Dorrain Delavante, my Instagram, Dorrain Delavante. Go find something and fix your credit. Do not co-sign for anyone. You are taking on somebody's whole liability, somebody's whole risk when they decided, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. Hey, I lost my job. You are going to be the one called. So leave bad credit people alone. Let them go and fix their credit. The next thing is, when I got the car, right, it was a 2007 Nissan Altima, 75,000 miles. Guys, I was paying 18.9% interest rate. Criminal. Criminal, criminal, criminal. I was a victim of subprime lending. And guess what? At the time, I didn't know what the usury law were for New York. It's 16%. I was paying 18.9. So almost 3% over the state allowed usury, and a lot of you right now are paying interest rates on things that exceeds your state usury. So what I want you to do is look up whatever state you're in. So I'm in the state of Georgia. So I would look up Georgia state usury. So if you're in Florida, look up Florida state usury law, Massachusetts state usury law, New York state usury law. Just look your state up and then compare what your state maximum usury is with the amount of interest rate you're paying, and you'll know if you're a victim of criminal usury. All right. So the next thing is bad credit. Let me see. Bad credit. It was a very difficult time. It was. I couldn't get a job in the military. I wanted to become a medic because of my credit rating. I could not get a medic job. Then I wanted to become a military police officer. Couldn't do that either. Couldn't get any intelligence job because my credit sucked. Your credit has a hold on you, whether you want to accept the facts or not. Your credit is the reason why most of you are broke, busted, and disgusted. And you can't save anything. You're living hand to mouth because majority of what you're taking in is going back out in bills with huge interest rate. You must fix your credit and move away from the broke, busted, and disgusted lifestyle and mindset and go to a lifestyle of abundance. All right, you need to drop that activity. So yeah, bad credit, bad credit is awful, guys. It's very disgusting knowing that you cannot be approved for anything, knowing that you will always sit in the back of the plane because you don't have the money for first class, or you don't have the credit cards for first class, or you just don't have no status at all. The type of car that you drive. When was the last time you sat in a brand new car where you were the first person driving it? When was the last time you went to a dealership and you took out a vehicle and zero out of pocket and you drove off the lot in a brand new car? So when was the last time you lived in that neighborhood you wanted to? Is your kids in the school zone that you want them to go? So when it comes to bad credit, guys, being broke, busted, and disgusted, it affects the way you travel from here to there. It affects the car that you drive. It affects the school zones that your kids go to school. It affects the community that you live in. Your safety is at risk when you're in communities that are not conducive for your own health or your child's health. So having bad credit, being broke, busted, and disgusted is not the way to go. Invest in yourself, start repairing your credit, tune into my free content. I got a whole YouTube channel with probably approaching 1,000 videos right now. So there's a lot of content that you can watch. You can start learning how to repair, rebuild, and restore your own credit. Don't forget, like, follow, subscribe for more. See you later on the next video. All right, let's get it.